Hello there. Record-breaking June heat could be a feature across Europe over the next couple of days, with some extreme heat coming out of the Sahara. It'll be pushing its way into Spain, to France, across the Alps, but also into southwest Germany as well. So we're really going to have to keep a close eye on those temperatures, really quite significant by day and also by night. Not that much in the way of weather to point out to you. Some moving out of Scandinavia across Russia into Ukraine, but for Turkey and Greece, it's fine and settled. Bit of a breeze close to the Greek Isles. A lot of dry, hot sunshine across the Mediterranean. Inland, we're going to see temperatures in Spain and France in excess of 40-45 degrees in some places. So really quite extreme. Now, it will be a little bit cooler and breezier across Scandinavia. Cooler still over the next few days as a northerly wind starts to kick in. But we keep that dry, settled theme for much of the day, but it will be the temperatures that'll be the talking point, as I say, widely in excess of 40 degrees plus, maybe as high as 45 Celsius in some places. So our city forecast shows little in the way of change over the next 5 days. A lot of dry, settled, hot June sunshine to look out for. Eastern Europe, we see that rain easing in Moscow, things drying up here as well. Hello there. It's a quiet weather story across North America at the moment, but there's a real divide with the feel of the weather, both across the west coast and the east coast. More on that in just a moment. If you take a look at the satellite picture, you can see some shower clouds developing with the heat of the day through the central area, but largely it is a fine, quiet story. We've got this area of low pressure moving its way through central Canada and just to the north of the Great Lakes. That'll bring some outbreaks of rain and some windy weather at times. Got a few sharp showers moving up through parts of Texas, but it's a southerly wind that's driving up some warmth across the eastern parts of North America. At the same time, across the west, through the Pacific Northwest into British Columbia, we'll see some showers. They will stretch down into Oregon as well, but parts of California is fine and settled. But we've got a little bit more of a breeze coming from the sea, and that's making things a little bit cooler. Low 20s perhaps in some spots. That's the low 70s in terms of Fahrenheit, but it will be largely dry. Now, across the east coast, it's a different story with the winds coming from the south, and we will start to see some warmth developing here. A lot of dry, settled weather stretching all the way down from New York, all the way down into Orlando as well. And some of the temperatures will be on the high side, really. So it does look as though we could see temperatures into the low 90s over the next few days. That's potentially the low 30s. Hello there. Let's take a look at the latest rainfall across South Asia. The monsoon rains were delayed. They're still a little behind schedule, but nevertheless they are intensifying. And as you can see on the satellite picture, 2 areas of cloud, one through the Bay of Bengal up into Bangladesh, another stretching up across that west coast. So Maharashtra perhaps seeing the heaviest of the rain, and maybe some of that rain just fringing to the far south of Gujarat as well. At the same time, we'll see an area of low pressure starting to develop through the Bay of Bengal. That's going to intensify over the next few days. Bangladesh and Myanmar will see some rain as well. Now, to the north of that, it's largely fine and quiet. Astana at 19 degrees. We will, across Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, down into Afghanistan, see a scattering of showers. Pakistan, northwest India, largely fine and dry. There's that wetter weather that I've already pointed out to you, stretching down across that Kerala coastline. The Maldives and Sri Lanka, the rainfall not quite as extensive here through the course of Thursday. The heavier rain, as I say, into northeastern states of India and Bangladesh and Myanmar as well. So this is the story for the next 5 days. We will see a few more showers returning into Sri Lanka. Those showers continue through Mumbai, some of them heavy and quite widespread. But the heat will build after that cooler feel in Tashkent, up to 40 by Tuesday next week. Hello there. Extreme heat is the story across the Middle East over the next couple of days. Same too as well across Africa, all coming out of the Sahara. And it means that the seasonal showers that we can see on the shower cloud here on the satellite picture, not perhaps quite as extensive as they can be at this time of year, but nevertheless, there's still a few there and a little bit of fair weather cloud and a few showers easing away from the south. But it's all about the temperatures really further north, well in excess of 39 to 41 Celsius for some places. Now, it does look as though the story over the next few days shows little in the way of change. Still the risk of some showers into Cape Town perhaps on Sunday. Elsewhere it's dry and settled, but the heat will continue up into the north. As you can see, 41 degrees into Khartoum. We could see some thundery downpours though on Monday. Now let's take a look at the Middle East in a little more detail. A localised shamal possible as well, so that could bring some poor visibility, some lifted dust, but look at the temperatures in Iraq and Kuwait, high 40s, not out of the question. So it's getting pretty oppressive, that kind of heat now at this time of year. And it does look as though there's little respite over the next few days. So hardly a cloud in the sky, a lot of sunshine to look out for as well. And those temperatures still really quite extreme for the next few days to come. Hello there. Plenty of rain to talk about in Asia, but the emphasis changes somewhat. This time last week, we were talking about heavy rain yet again into central and southern China. Now the emphasis is across Japan, and you can see the cloud being picked up on the satellite picture. So there's an area of low pressure that's moving through here, and also quite a lot of tropical moisture. So it's producing a lot of heavy rainfall, as you can see by the vibrant yellow and green tones in that rain. Now it's a quieter story across the Korean Peninsula and into northern China. It's certainly a drier story into central and southern areas. Still a few showers, but nowhere near as extensive as they have been. We'll pick up some heavier rain tied into the monsoon across Myanmar, some sharper showers into parts of Vietnam as well. So this is a story for the next few days. We keep some showers going into Osaka. Beijing and Bangkok stay largely fine and dry. Now for Australia, we've got a series of weather fronts pushing into Western Australia, and that is bringing cloud and showery outbreaks of rain. Rather windy through the Bight. An area of high pressure to the east is bringing some warmth, temperatures slightly above the average for the time of year. And into New Zealand, it's a quieter story as well. Dry and settled, although not particularly warm with it. Highs of 11 to 14 Celsius. So let's take a look at the city forecast, see what to expect over the next 5 days. We keep those showers or longer spells of rain continuing into Perth. Hello then. We've got some unsettled weather to point out to you for South America. And if we take a look at the satellite picture, you can see two areas of cloud that are the issue. One, a weather front that's slicing through Paraguay down into Uruguay, producing some rain. Another, an area of low pressure, bringing some wet and windy weather and some significant mountain snow across parts of Chile. So that's going to be the story through Wednesday. Further north, yes, we've got our usual showers across the Amazon basin, not as extensive as they can be really across parts of Venezuela and Colombia. We'll pick up a few sharper showers across western Brazil. There's that weather front though, as I say, through Paraguay, down through southern Brazil, affecting Uruguay, and to the south of that, it's a little bit cooler than it should be at this time of year. So some snow across the mountains, and we will see some rain across the west of Chile as well. So that's the story as we go through Wednesday. Looking ahead, quite a lot of cloud through Lima and Bogota over the next few days. Rio de Janeiro, though, stays dry and sunny. Mexico and Central America, it's a showery story, not particularly too extensive, those showers into Mexico. We will pick up a few sharper showers into Central America, a few isolated showers through the Caribbean as well. Very hit and miss, not amounting to too much. And we've still got some lengthy spells of sunshine with temperatures peaking in the low 30s. So the city forecasts show a good deal of dry, settled weather to look forward to.